Alright. That took too long to set up, but here we go. I'm messing with some new streaming software, trying to get away from just trying to get some newer, nicer things. Where it is, and having a little bit of issue with the audio, but like the one thing I like about the default Elgato stuff is that it comes with automatic like audio ducking. So when I talked, it would lower the audio a little bit for the game, so you can hear me better. So we're still working on that. But so far, it looks like it's good. I'm testing some widgets. All right. Let's just play some games. So, a lot of people hate on this game a lot, but it's not bad. And they call it Final Fantasy American. The rumor is, or it's been stated that they wanted to make Final Fantasy for Americans, so they made a dumbed down, easy game for people to play. And it's easy. It is really easy. I mean, they even did it with Final Fantasy IV when they turned it into Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo for America to make it they made it easier. They made the battles easier. They took out some abilities. They just simplified it. Because rumor is that they thought Americans were not good enough or wouldn't appreciate the difficulty. I don't know. It's weird. But this game's not bad for what it is. It plays different than any Final Fantasy game, but almost all of them do now. But yeah, it has crystals, it's got decent music. But anyway, let's just jump in, have some fun. And his name, and the character's name will be Gary. I'm only streaming for a little bit. The game has jumping. It has some stuff you know looks weird. Or the action scenes. Alright, here's the combat. It's kind of got like a Dragon Quest style. Pick all your stuff, you have spells later. You can defend, you can use items which are there. Mostly you just attack. And you can actually die in the first battle through no fault of your own. Which looks like it might happen. Because I was just critically hit on the first turn. In fact, I think I'm going to die right now. So, it's an easy game, and I just died on the first battle. The first literal encounter. The test encounter. But it's got an option in case you think you just made a few mistakes. Actually want to give up, yes or no. If you choose no, you just start it right at the beginning again. You get a do-over for every single battle. And I can see why people would think that makes the game a little too easy. But also the enemies change sprites depending on how damaged they get. Some have 2 animations, some have 3, some even have like 4. But it's nice to know if you're like getting close to the end of a battle. And your character shrugs a lot. It's like the only emote he has. Yeah, the story is, you know, the world's going bad. The Dark King has taken all the crystals, locked all the keys to the focus tower, and you got to get them back. And your village was destroyed. Like, it just fell into the hole. Earthquake. Your character's pretty much okay with this, and he doesn't care, and he never mentions it, like, ever again. Anyway. This also has 2 types of treasure chests. It has these brown ones, and it has red ones later. The brown ones refill every time you exit and come back into the area. This is our first companion, Kaylee. I'm Kaylee. It starts pretty quick. Like, you already have your first companion with after 5 lines of dialogue. So this is Foresta. Oh, and you get a free health. That's one of the red chests I was talking about. The brown chest will refill every time you leave and come back to an area. Not just the screen, but an area. The red ones are one time only. That's where you get all of your good items. Like the cure spell I just got. Alright, that should do it. Let's go do the first area. Another thing with the combat is enemies have certain weaknesses to weapons and spells, like most games of this type. But you can also set your companions to auto battle, and they'll use hopefully the best thing in the best situation on the best monster. You won't really see a lot of that right now just because we're very early in the game. It's very limited. Let's see, that treasure chest refilled itself. See, she just did super damage against that brownie. Hitting it with her axe. But the game will tell you that when you do something effective, which is also nice to keep track of. Okay, maybe she's got a critical hit. And I will put this up on the YouTube, and I'll cut out all the testing I was doing at the beginning, because that's like 20 minutes of dead air. Oh, you can save anywhere. You have 3 slots to choose from. There's your item screen. So you can adjust auto manual with the Y button. You can also change it from this little colorful scale to just the numbers, if you really want to know the details, but I kind of like the meter, even though I have no idea what's going on. Like how many dashes there are. Well, we can figure it out. 120. So I guess that's 40 dashes per bar. Cool. Now, also, your companions do not gain experience at all. They are fixed. So that also makes it super easy when you only have to level up one character. We're still gonna do Zelda on Tuesday, but I was bored. And I wanted to set this up to see if I could get it working for Tuesday, but I'm still probably gonna use the old software until I beat that game. You don't want to switch like midway through. While you're doing something. You want to keep it all kind of the same, right? It's got a magic system like the first Final Fantasy, where you have magic points that are how many times you can use certain types of magic. Like in Final Fantasy 1, you could use level 1 spells like up to 8 times at the max. They've changed that in the remakes. But you can use Cure 3 times, and she can use Life 3 times. So just gonna get that out of the way, and let's fight the first boss. One thing about the auto battle is that your companion will act based on stuff that just happened. Like, see, she got hurt and then she used a cure spell, but she wouldn't have used it unless she got hurt. Like, so it changed like on the fly. And she died. And now you have the axe. So that you chop down trees. But yeah, Kaylee's gone. She got sick because the Minotaur poisoned her. The axe, now you can chop down trees, and you can also use the axe against enemies. Now, all items have strengths and weaknesses. You'll upgrade them as you go. But right now, we're going to stick with the axe. Chest up top. Oh no, I got it. Alright, these are battlefields, and I'll show those in a little bit. Right now we're gonna get us a new friend. Alright, now we have Tristram. He's kind of like this ninja fella. But right now I'm going to go back to Forest and Hill. Then we're going to do some Battlefield. The reason I'm jumping is because you don't have to hold a direction. You can just hold this button to jump. And then you just keep jumping and jumping and jumping. Also free stuff. But you can go through and just farm these and you never have to buy them. Alright, battlefields. Battlefields are basically just 10 encounters. At the end of them, you either get a extra experience, or you can get an item. And that's it. There are quick ways to grind. Like, if you hit all the battlefields, you'll pretty much make it through the game. Also, since Tristram has throwing stars, notice that he uses one every turn. I forget what happens if you get to the end of those. But anyway, I'm gonna see if I can set this up to run through, and I've got to go downstairs real fast. See if something's here. Alright, I have my cigarette balanced. I'll be right back. Sorry about that. I was checking to see if something got delivered. It did not. Chat, if you just hold the A button down, it'll do auto inputs on almost anything. You can also set the message speed too fast, so the battles will just fly by. Like, I'm just gonna push the button once. I'm not even holding it down. And I know this isn't the most exciting stuff, but it's necessary to beat the game. See, you get 54 extra experience just by doing that. And we're gonna do another one. Just so we don't have to die and come back in the Bone Temple. I guess I can talk for a little bit. I decided to play this because it's on my mind recently, and I've been playing a lot of Hollow Knight on Switch. And I haven't been streaming it just because I've been picking it up, putting it down, because I have to take breaks from it because it is so infuriatingly hard sometimes. And I think I'm right near the end, and I have to do the last expansion DLC for it, which is a boss rush that I think is required by the story. And I'm kind of putting off doing that. I'm doing the Grim Troop stuff. And it's not too bad, but apparently there's the boss I'm about to fight is going to be a nightmare. Literally. But it's a great game. I recommend it. If you like platforming, Metroidvania style games, and it's just hand-drawn. It looks beautiful. The music's really good too. But it's also very difficult. But yeah, pick it up. They're releasing a physical copy soon, and I might pick it up, even though I have it already, just because it'll look nice on the shelf. My tiny, tiny game shelf. One more to go. See, right now we just got a charm. Just increase our defense by 1. Like the other one gave us bonus XP, that gives us an accessory. And in this game, you just auto-equip the strongest accessory you have. Like, the accessories don't really do anything except add defense. So again, very basic. There's not a lot of weapons and armor. Like, hell, let me just look real fast. Yeah, see, it's got this item which has death protection and a helmet with fire protection. Do you get either of these items? You don't get this, or the ninja stars. But you get 3 armors, 3 shields, 3 helmets, 3 accessories. Same with the weapons. There's 3 swords, 3 axes, and 3 more other items that we'll get soon. Anyway, let's do the first real dungeon. Now you should fight all of these things. You should. Or you can skip it. See, there's a red chest, but we can't get it yet. Because there's bones in the way. So I'm just looking, I know that I feel like there's hidden passages all over this place. And I'm just going by memory though. And my memory is not the best thing. And now we have bombs. Which means we can go back. And I think blow up this skeleton. Yeah. And now we have a shield. I know, I'm doing Mystic Quest right now. We're doing Zelda on Tuesdays. Why does it say I'm playing Zelda? Okay, like I mentioned earlier, the enemies have weaknesses, so it's good to fight those with the axe. And the bombs are great because they hit all the monsters on screen. Okay, that's it. That's terrible. Okay, we got moving floors, so you can't skip any of this. Check what that guy was talking about. What does it think I'm playing? No, it says Mystic Quest. Okay, cool. The seeds restore your magic power, and are pretty much the only item you need. And you can get through this room without fighting anything, but more XP isn't bad. Alright, we're almost to the boss. And then we gotta go for the day. Nice. I now have the Quake spell, which is very useful against the boss. This boss, and then we're gonna save the crystal, save the world, save the forest, save everything. Alright, boss time. I think there's a trick with this boss. I just don't want to waste a spell. But I think since it's undead, you can cure it. Yeah, it does about the same amount of damage as Quake. But yeah, you can cure undead in this game. And it hurts them. Oh, and the cure spell in this game just automatically restores you to max. There is no cure 1, 2, and 3. It's just full cure all the time. And with that, we killed the first major boss of the game. And we had the Minotaur, but this is the first, like, real boss. You have to get those coins. And he just leaves. But yeah, the coins are how you actually progress it. They're the item that unlocks the doors in the next area. But yeah, he just leaves, and if you haven't killed everything in here, if you run into it, then you'll have to fight it. Okay, we're just gonna go get out, see if we can get our next companion, and then I'll call it a day, because this has been only like 45 minutes of play, but as I set up for 15 minutes, trying to get everything working. This has been a fun little thing, and I definitely will come back to this. Not sure if it'll be on Fridays, Because I do want to try and get another stream going, not just the Tuesday Zelda. Okay, this is the one. Yeah, you can just get through that without having to mess with them. And that's that. Yeah, not on Fridays because I got a new job. And it's kind of seasonal, but it'll be working shows. I'll be bar backing, which is loading ice, loading beer, moving product during some shows at a venue here in the area. But I think I might be doing those on Friday afternoons and Saturday afternoons and sometimes Sundays. But the Tuesday one should still be fine. Okay, now everyone's young again, because we saved the forest. Okay, we have another battlefield we could do, but we'll do that at the beginning of the next stream, after I have a companion. And now we're in the focus tower area, which is the most important area in the game story. And here's the old man again. And he just shouts weird rhetoric at you. Also, you can just walk through that wall. There's a tiny, tiny shortcut. There's 3 coins we need. That one opened because we have the sand coin. Sorry, I'm just exploring all the areas. Alright, we have the fire spell, which is going to be super useful in the next area. The next region. Because everything's now ice. There's another battlefield. And she doesn't even question it. Just, I'm coming with you. Okay. Alright, this is the Libra Temple. And this is the Libra Crest, I guess. I don't remember. It's important later. There's another battlefield. And another battlefield. And Aquaria. And everything is frozen. That guy sells bombs. make healing potions. So it's got those Final Fantasy elements where things weren't going great. Like in Final Fantasy 1, you know, the earth was rotting, so the first town was all undead. Like the first crystal area had a bunch of undead. It was like the seas were bad, the volcano was crazy. See, there we go. So we need the Libra Crest to go to the Life Temple. Just thinking. Okay, now we have a helmet. Okay. These things. I've owned this game for a long time. I have no idea what these do. Like, maybe they bring you back to life? I don't know, because eventually you just get the life spell and use that. I don't think I've ever learned what those do or what they're for. Like, I'll Google it real fast. And hopefully have an answer the next time I play. Yeah, let's do one quick battlefield so you don't just have to see 30 random fights at the very beginning of the next stream. Well, the next time I play this. Actually, more like 40, because there's another I get access to. Jen, she's level 15 and won't gain any levels, so I need to get on her level, bro. Is that how they say it? Battlefield time. Did I just use Quake? Nope, just use... Okay, it does remember the last thing you did. So you gotta be careful. 4 to go. And we'll do one more. Let's try. Okay, we got 150 gold for that. So I guess if you were running low on gold, you could get the that helmet. Alright, so we're gonna wrap this up today after this stream, after I finish up this battlefield. And I guess, depending on how fast I get through Link's Awakening on Tuesday, we can go back to this, maybe do a dungeon or two. I might even try to start early on a Tuesday, just to get a full 3 hours, you know. And I'll figure out what to do with the camera too. I feel like I'm doing a lot of TV gaming. The camera sits on my computer, so you can't really see my face. You can see the side of my head with my receding hairline, which is cool. But I'll figure something out. I'd run into the TV, but it's far away, and that would just make a trip line. Oh, what the hell, let's do another one. Let's end. Anyone who's watching is gone. So the rest of this is just probably killing battlefields and not talking. Why are y'all both paralyzed? Jesus. You stop paying attention for 1 minute and everything goes to hell. Maybe I should be using bombs. So the bombs attack multiple targets and they divide the damage up. So if there's only one thing on screen, it's the most powerful. One of the most powerful things you can do against them. We'll go back to the axe. Way to go. Alright, let's do one more battlefield and then we'll call it. Oh, I probably should have saved. Famous last words. Now let's heal. And then save, and then... We'll finish this one up. Maybe the next one. Just want to get them out of the way so I can actually get to game. Three to go. One to go. Magic ring. What does that do? Defense 3, and we can't be silenced. She has one as well, and then Mystic Road. You know what, the hell with it, let's do the last one. We'll just have an easy time the next time we go through. Go. We're doing good. We're at level 10. We're at level 7 for this marathon of battlefields. Excuse me. Halfway there. Let's see if the sword does extra damage on scorpions. No, I feel like the axe might though. go. One to go. Not XP. Not worth it. I just want items, but okay, we're gonna save up, and that should do it for this playthrough. This stream is done. I've got to go run some errands. Alright, just like, comment, subscribe, all the usual. We'll be back on Tuesday night to hopefully finish Link's Awakening Deluxe for the Game Boy Color. And maybe we'll get back to this after that. And then the next week I will not be here. But I might be able to throw something in soon. And then after that, on the Tuesday that the next Tuesday I can stream. Jesus. We'll be doing Ocarina of Time. And that'll be fun and probably criticized since everybody plays Ocarina of Time and I'm not very great at it. But we'll get through it and then we'll hit the next one, which should be either Oracle's Games or Majora's Mask. I'm not sure. Anyway, this has been Evil Goodwin with the Worst Dragoon, playing Final Fantasy Mystic Quest, and testing everything out. So, y'all have a great day. This will be up on YouTube, minus the testing bits at the beginning, at youtube.com/theworstdragoon, or however you find it. Follow me on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, whatever. Y'all have a great day, and I'll see y'all on Tuesday. Bye-bye.